What is going on, guys? We are here, we are live, and we are gonna do the numbers, the first reaction, the first look of the Golden Tee Arcade1Up Pro has been leaked on Facebook. You gotta check it out, and we're gonna check in what everyone is talking about. First, we're gonna take a look at this guy right here. Chad, thank you, Chad, for posting these pictures so all of us YouTubers can gush over it. Take a look at this video that is completely black and not showing you anything at all. Hold on, let's get this fixed. Okay. Golden Tee 3D, here it is. And it's looking pretty good. Now, there's a couple things. There's a couple things on this that I saw that I was like, didn't know about that. And it got me a little bit frustrated. Okay, the coin door looks good. There we go. The coin door looks good. Okay. Right here on the side, I wasn't expecting this line right here. I was hoping this would be one piece, but I'm sure when I get it and I assemble it, maybe I'll understand it. Maybe we can figure out a way to make that, like, squeeze it together or something, but it is something I noticed. Maybe that's me just looking for perfection. But let's continue to look at it. This thing, so far, looks like a real arcade. This is the very first time I've seen from Arcade1Up where they have actually built a cabinet that resembles the original so much, you might actually be fooled into thinking it's a real one. Now, the Golden Tee is gigantic, right? It's a very big and heavy cabinet. But this guy is probably going to be a really good size. Now, I did look at it. Kind of looks like it has a little bit of shimmering on that game. But I haven't played these games. Maybe that's just how the game works with the 3D polygons. So, again, this is not a game that I'm very familiar with. But I'm hoping to have a lot of fun with this game. Console Fanboy, if you want to join, the live stream, I will send you the link, man. And you can jump on, because this show is about to get lit. I'm telling you. I'm gonna send you an invite right now. And he's not gonna come on. I'm telling you he's not gonna come on. But I'm gonna say he should. Anyway. Okay, so not only that, we're gonna take a look at some of these other pictures on here. And that looks like a real arcade. That's looking a lot more like a real arcade. Look how it compares to the other ones. The 3/4 scales, it's much taller, it's much wider, it has no riser, it has that coin door on the front. There it is next to that NBA Jam. Boy, that looks good. With a, look at that, like with a chair. Okay, now here's the thing. I can't just sit here and show you all these pictures. We got to get more of an expert. Over here right now, live on YouTube, we have Mr. Detroit Love, and we're going to check in on what he's talking about.
Space.
Let's see. He's talking about space. Okay.
Uh-oh. Somebody just ordered it.
Oh, someone just ordered it from watching this with... Yeah, okay.
It's not a whole lot you can do with the graphics. I think it looks better than the original graphics.
Okay, cool. So... Detroit Love says it looks really good. All right.
From that control panel. So obviously that control panel is latched.
What do you guys think in the chat? Tell me. Come on. Give me your reaction to my reaction.
Likes the side panel.
To Detroit Love reading the chat.
It looks really good.
From other people.
Graphics is awesome.
Do you think the graphic is awesome? Do you think Alan is right that it's a pretty machine? Do you think P-Dubs have to admit I'm getting excited? Do you think that's right? In the chat, tell me what you think about my man Detroit Love reacting to the Golden Tee that's over there.
I can send mine off to get modded to at least.
Yeah, well, the Golden Tee.
Well, the game doesn't support the backspin and the flybys. That's just not.
Cave Fab 99. I hope this is the direction they're going with newer cabs. What's going on, Lewis? That's right. So I'm
who does
here
that? I'm
with
not
Detroit
aware of
Love.
anybody
He's having for some reason,
I know
his
there's a
whole
company,
conversation
and
on
you
its
probably
own.
know this
Hey,
company
Detroit.
that sells a panel where you can get like a Raspberry Pi and everything
Detroit
built
Love.
into the control panel, at least for the standard cabinet.
I'm trying to talk
and
to you.
Just replace the stock control panel and have everything. I'm not aware of anybody, obviously, with a PC
Detroit Love
there, but I don't know the answer to that.
I want to talk to you, Detroit Love.
Okay, has his eyes on you. I'm sure I'll know what that means soon enough.
Detroit Love.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Again, you have to put a PC.
Let's go back to it. Okay, Detroit. He's live right now
in there to get the more modern games, which I
see.
I started a project when I got my. All
right.
I had a PC. I got.
We got to go back into this. Let's take a look at these pictures.
Trackball.
I don't think he can hear me, so let's take a look at these pictures.
I got all the games loaded. They looked nice. They played nice, except I could not.
Let's take a look at this Golden Tee again.
Function properly. It worked, but it didn't work properly. So if I
is that right?
Hit a ball.
He's talking about like Golden Tee. Listen,
30 yards. It would only go like 10 feet.
Okay, he pushes it like 30 yards, but it only goes 10 feet. Okay.
And what up, Console Kid?
Hey.
And, I poked around with it and just could not get it, and so I ended up putting that PC into my Toy Shock.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, and it still remains there. And I love that modified Toy Shock.
So he's talking about the Toy Shock and how he loved modifying it. That's cool.
My larger 32-inch AtGames pinball machine.
Okay.
Because my 24.
But see the Golden Tee here. It is.
Shock.
Let's mute. Let's.
So fun to play.
Let's mute Detroit Love and let's talk about the Golden Tee. Put one in the chat if Golden Tee is a cabinet that you've either purchased or you're thinking about purchase. Now, for me, this is where I am at with the Golden Tee. I did order the Golden Tee. I did get it from Best Buy, so I don't think I'll get it as soon as some of these other people that bought it, like this person who got it over here, not Detroit Love. We're talking about Chad over here. Chad over here. And while we're at it, we're going to check and see Golden Tee reaction. Let's see how many. Oh, we got me. Let's see. I'm live. Okay. So here I am live. And I'm and I'm live. And you can see that I'm live. And then you can see Detroit Love is live. Okay. And we're all reacting. Oh, look. No, this is P-Dubs talking about Golden Tee. But see, this is P-Dubs talking about Golden Tee 7 days ago, okay? And here, he rambles on all about the XL cabinet and why he bought one, right? That's cool. Dude, that's old news. Freaking P-Dubs needs to be live right now talking about this Facebook. Where's P-Dubs? Come on. Wait, so 19K Fox is streaming you react? Okay, so 19K Fox... Let's check out 19K Fox. 19K Fox, but see, that's 6 days ago. 19K Fox talks about Golden Tee 3D XL 6 days ago. No, we got to be talking about the Facebook ad right now. Because this is sharp. No joke, guys. This guy. So he says Fox is live also? Okay. Let's go. Oh, he's live. Fox is live reacting to me, reacting to him. There we go. And we got it. Reaction Inception. Boom. We did it. Reaction Inception took place, guys. It finally worked.
All of a sudden, I hear laughing
Fox
behind
is
me
live
talking about
reacting
Super
to me,
Nintendo.
reacting to him. Yes.
Exactly.
You think
now I
there
see.
we go.
But you flip
We
it.
did it.
You need to go back
Reaction Inception.
Something
Let's do
I
that.
did
We got
made
it.
Fun
Let's
of
get
for
back there. We
all
go.
these
Now
years.
I'm reacting
Yes,
to
my
reacting
transition
to me.
from a kid to a
Reacting
teenager
to
was
him.
Mute
the
him.
transition of
You
the
can
Super
sort of
Nintendo
split-
to
if
the
you
Nintendo
have glasses,
64 was
That's
far
right.
more
Second pair
awkward,
and
and
try- you can
by
see it's a
extension,
big
But see,
the transition
now
of the
we got
generation
Retro Bird in the
have
mix.
see
I don't know how that
But there's a
happened.
picture of Golden
Oh,
It's deep. It's way down there.
Plan too much initially.
This is not what I wanted.
Detroit Love ended his live stream.
It's very important that we get
Detroit Love ended his live stream.
That way, it's a more genuine experience. Let's go back
and he's gone. Oh. But now we got 19K Fox.
Way down there. Now,
see, boom, we got Justin Console Kids, 19K Fox, Justin Console Kids.
That doesn't make any sense.
Detroit Love ended his live stream.
No, I can't have that.
There we go.
This is
and he's gone. Oh,
okay.
This is happening.
So let's kind of get down to the brass tacks here.
Let's get to the brass tacks.
Just 1 second. What we're talking about, what I was trying to get.
What were you trying to say?
Trying to figure out.
What were you figuring out?
I wanted to get not only Detroit Love's take, but I wanted to get Justin at Console because I want to get his take.
I'll give you my take.
And what is the subject matter? I'm going to show you in just 1 second. Let me bring that back up because
finally,
it's actually really cool.
We're getting somewhere.
Footage. It's the first hint of what you can expect from your Arcade1Up XL cabinet. It's pretty slick. Let me roll back up here.
Okay, what can you expect from it?
And here we go. So this is over on the Facebook fan page. Let me share this screen with you.
Okay.
He's still talking. Okay, so he's screen sharing me now.
Yep.
I don't even know what's going on. Wow, that's layers. So let's check this out real quick. We'll come back to this because I think what he's doing, this is good stuff. This is groundbreaking. Never happened before.
Never
on YouTube until now. You're making history, kids. You are part of history right now. So
there we go. See, Brew Crew gets it.
And let's share
19K Fox is full screen on my screen now.
The thing. Here we go. So if you scroll down over
there
here
we go.
On the
Finally,
page, you can see this is the actual.
Yes.
This is what we're looking at.
Yes.
It's really interesting because we get some good side-by-side comparison.
Side-by-side comparison.
This is a look at the cabinet.
This is a look at the cabinet.
I see a line. I don't know if you can tell.
Here, we'll do it like this, guys. Boom, we're on the same show.
If that is an additional extension piece, you're going to
welcome to the 19K Fox show.
Mounted to the front of the cabinet. So that's a little bit weird. I'm not sure if that I don't know if that was part of that original rendering. Now you can see the line here, obviously.
Yeah, I don't really like the line, man.
You build the top and it goes on the faux riser. Not really a separate. It's a separate piece, but it's not. It's the same size, right? Mimicking.
Yeah, it's mimicking
solid piece on the side.
Yeah,
but this looks really good, and you can see. As a side-by-side comparison, there you go. Look at that. Look at that difference. It's a stark contrast.
It's a stark contrast.
Really big difference.
It looks nice.
And of course, the molded coin door.
Molded coin door.
As always. I mean, that boom.
Look side by side.
I am a little disappointed that the coin door actually blends in just a little too much.
Oh, it does blend in a little too much.
I'd like it to stick out a little bit more.
Yeah, I wish it did stick out a little bit more.
Would light the coin door buttons.
Yeah.
That would be the ticket. But enough about talking about my opinions.
Let's go see what Justin is doing.
Talking about. I hope that he's reacting to. Well, I guess at this point, if there's no one else reacting to this, then we're just going to have to suffer with his reaction.
Look, 19K Fox, I am reacting to your reaction right now so live that when you come look at me, you're going to hear me say that we are reacting live together on the same show. That's what's going on. Look, 19K Fox, I am reacting to your reaction right now so live that when you come look at me, you're going to hear me say
this is so weird. I'm hearing myself say
live together on the same show.
It would have been easier to just call each other and
we
put on
should
the
just
same
call
show.
each other.
I
am reacting to your reaction.
This is crazy.
Right now,
now and amongst all this goofiness, I think I actually have this chat. Let me scroll up. This is hearing myself say wild. Let me mute that.
We can't do this.
My good buddy Big Reese. Reaction Inception. I think we've made it. I think we're there.
We did it.
Reaction within a reaction.
We did it. We finally did it.
Chat. And of course, I got to blow you up, buddy. I got to make this happen for you. Let me give you something good.
Wait, we're going to get a super chat. Woo! Look at that.
I'm not sure that YouTube will ever be the same again.
Nope.
After this is just
now that we've done the Inception,
so,
it will never be the same.
This is insane. Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Thanks again for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you bearing with me. Let's get that audio back. Let's see if. Let me know if you can. I'm not sure that YouTube will ever
Now,
be the same again. I feel like I just heard
Now
myself.
that we
say
done
that.
the just heard that.
Inception,
So,
it will never be the same.
All right,
Wild.
all right, okay. Let's get to it, guys. So we are the real show is happening now. We just broke the internet. Thank you, Adam. 12. So this is what's going on, guys. Golden Tee 3D Golf is started to land, and it's starting to be. Oh my God. Justin, Detroit Love is live streaming your video. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at it for real. All right. So here we go. Thank you so much, Chad. This is a really good look at the Golden Tee. We can kind of see on the side of it here, you know, what we have here. The marquee is looking spectacular, unlike some of the previous marquees that even would show up on camera not looking very well. This looks good on camera. I bet it's amazing in person. You got that 19-inch screen that's slanted. You got that 3-inch trackball. You got a little headphone jack down at the bottom. This is cool. Some people had said before that the placement of, hold on a second, let me switch this around. The placement of the headphones were like up over the buttons. Could you bring it a little bit lower into the side? It looks like they even listened to that. On the side, you can see the split right here, and you can see those little screw holes. I've always wished that these cabinets had these little caps, but I'm not sure if we'll ever get that. You do see a line right here. And so it looks like this control deck, the wood here is one piece. But to kind of extend it out and maybe to support it, this piece of wood is just, the side panel just ends here and there's a piece there. Okay. It is what it is. It would be cool if that was one piece, but it's not. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Coin door is looking great. I wonder why his right side there doesn't look as good as this left one. Maybe that's just his side-by-side look of about a 2-inch difference. Control panel, screen elevation, anyway. From the screen up, see how like the control panel is about the same, but from the screen up, a lot taller. Boy, what, P-Dubs is live now? Okay, P-Dubs, everybody's live. P-Dubs Arcade Loft. There we go. There we go. There we go. Me reacting to P-Dubs reacting to 19K Fox. Now let's tune in. I want to hear what P-Dubs has to say about what 19K Fox has to say.
Rico for posting this so that we can all check this out. Look at that size comparison. This looks really good.
All right, so 19K Fox thinks that this looks really good.
Okay, so P-Dubs thinks the 19K Fox thinks this is really good. Okay.
So my reaction to his reaction is I'm reacting. This is kind of cool.
Okay.
It's kind of a good.
You're buffering, P-Dubs. You're buffering.
It's kind of a good
Stop
side.
buffering,
Yeah,
P-Dubs. He's always buffering. Why is he buffering for me? We're breaking the internet, guys. It's breaking.
Heard about it.
And now P-Dubs is live.
There we go. Now 19K Fox just figured out that P-Dubs was
breaking
live.
the late breaking story. So what? Okay, so now what are we watching? Look at it. Maybe that's why.
There we go. Yeah, P-Dub's stream is lame. It just won't even load. There we go. Let me say hi to P-Dubs. Let's switch over.
So he's watching me stories, and then
Wait, no.
me watching P.
There it is. There it is. There's no audio. P-Dubs doesn't have any audio. It's a hot mess. None of this is working.
And you know, we
There
got
it is.
wired internet. Very, very important.
All right, Console Kids is here. Hi.
Let's switch
Definitely.
over.
This
Hey,
is what
P-Dubs.
you need.
How's it going?
And now I'm hearing echoes. of
We're
myself.
concerned about that coin
I
door
don't even
without
like my
lights.
voice.
P-Dubs, what
guys,
do you
honestly,
think
care that
about the
coin
night?
door
There
doesn't
it
light
is.
up?
What do you think
There we
about
go.
the
Okay,
golden
okay.
tee?
Coin door
I see what we've
bulbs
done.
There's
Okay.
no
released
audio.
So far, have they lit up
Yep.
yet? No, they haven't
So,
lit up yet.
P-Dubs
What
doesn't
do
have
you
any
think
audio.
about
It's a
Golden
hot
Tee,
mess.
There we go.
P-Dubs doesn't. It's,
None of this is working.
it's not
Yeah, this
really
is a
working
straight up
for
hot
us.
mess. You know what? This is what
There
happens
it
when
is.
everyone tries the live stream at the same
This
time.
is
You
wild.
took my
This is like an
slot.
episode of the Twilight Zone.
You
Hey,
took
P-Dubs.
my
Yeah.
slot,
This
P-Dubs.
is not working.
I need to.
This is my slot.
I need to do that
Coin door
react to my
without
own
lights.
reaction.
All right.
You're
That's
not
what
supposed
I
to
need.
go live. This is my slot. What do you think
Hey,
about the
hey,
golden
Console Kids.
tee?
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Fox.
Got it.
What's up, man?
Tell you what.
All right,
Let's
Can
stop
we talk
that,
about this
and
cabinet?
then I'm going to react to my own reaction. Let me. mute
Okay.
that real quick.
Okay.
I think
And,
the golden
thanks for
tee
an
looks
excellent question,
awesome,
Stevie.
Justin.
Thank
what about
you.
You're right. We're gonna
It's
make that
pretty
happen.
good, dude.
Let's go.
I don't think he
All right,
can
we
hear
just
me
jump
anymore.
on one channel, please, so I could
How
delete this
about,
live stream. That would be really great.
Okay.
This one.
I guess we're all
I
deleting
demand
our
cornerless
channels
Okay,
now.
operation.
so
It
looking
means
at
no
this guy
door.
here,
Per Tony, David wants to know who's going
would
to
you
take
consider him to be
control
stable?
of this broadcast.
Probably not. I don't know. He's up late at night. It's a work
All right, let's
day,
take this.
and he's
Let's take
talking
that off the
about-
screen here,
We'll
guys.
We'll
Let's
just keep
talk- let's
streaming
talk
P-Dubs.
real
That's
for a
fine.
minute, those of
Someone
you who are on my
else's
channel.
reactions.
So the
It's kind of
Arcade1Up Golden
But I
Tee
think
XL
beyond the
cabinet
mental
is out
instability.
Okay, let's close this one out, but we can remute. There we go.
posting Videos.
I want to know what
And
P-Dubs
they're,
thinks about this.
The guy who posted it,
Whatever
seemed to
it
be
is, he's
pretty
wrong.
excited about it.
I'm
What
just
did you
going to
guys
say the
think about
opposite
it?
of whatever he says, just so you
Let
know.
me know in the live chat. We're going to also, I'm going to pull up some pictures and stuff for you, just in case you're living under a rock
Oh,
and you
he's
don't know
got
what this thing looks like.
pictures.
Hold on, I gotta switch to my alternate profile to get inside some of these Facebook groups. That's right.
oh,
That's right.
we're going to
Sometimes we like
discover
to
what
run
his
covert
alternate profile
in
is.
these Facebook groups, right?
All
All right, let's see if we can find it here, guys. All right, be quiet, Fox. Hold on. You're
Yeah,
cutting into
Fox,
my mic
shut
time,
up.
man. Cutting into my mic time. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
P-Dubs is talking. Shut up, 19K Fox.
Don't worry, we'll find it. Did
Hurry
you guys
up.
see it? Have
This
you
is
seen
getting
it? Were
lame.
you guys excited about it?
No.
Let me know
Hurry
in the live
up.
chat. Hang on, I gotta.
Come
switch
on,
again.
dead air. We're trying to
You
make
guys planned
content
this? It's
here.
Inception? No, man, this is what happens when everyone tries to live stream at once, right?
We're
You know, this is
just,
what
you took
happens
my time
when
slot.
everyone tries to be first to deliver news.
You
And all that
took my
kinds of
time
stuff. None
slot,
of us even have
P-Dubs.
this cabinet, which is what makes this even more hilarious, right? All right, hang on a second, guys. I got
All right.
so many things.
All right. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to continue this all freaking night. No, anyway, we're going to get to it. All right. So we're going to be talking about this golden tee and why I'm really excited about it. I actually am. Let's see. I am really excited about golden tee, and I'll tell you why. So let me share my screen again. Give me 1 second. Okay. I would have been really upset. If the golden tee marquee looked really bad. It looks really good. What we see from the videos is they're starting to do this new thing, which I think is a pretty cool effect. If you see in this video closely, you can see the attract mode. Boom! They have a little golf ball there. That's cool. We got the coin door on it. Yeah, I think it is wider. Lewis says it looks wider. I think it is. I think they said it was like 22 inches wide, and the other ones are like 19 or 20, right? So it's a little wider. You got a 19-inch screen. Still has a really good bezel on it. And we see some shuffle shot in here in this video here. You can pick between the different games. Got that trackball. And who would you know it? Mr. Detroit Love. What is going on, my man?
What up, brother? How you doing?
Pretty good. This is a pretty exciting night. What do you think about... Now, I was trying to get your reaction to your golden tee, but there was just so much echo that I wasn't able to get it. So, and I wasn't able to get 19K Fox's reaction either. But what do you guys think about this golden tee? Let's hear your non-echoey reaction.
Oh man, this is a perfect size screen, perfect size cabinet. It includes the bowling on it that I want in my room. So that it has the faux coin door. I prefer to have the real one, but if I can't have the real one, the faux door, though it should have the backlit lights on those coin slots, on the coin insert. I'm drinking Modelo, so I'll slow down a little bit. but the all black on black is kind of mistaken because it blends in just too much. So they should have that lit up. But thank goodness we have some third-party vendors out here that makes those things possible, so it won't be too big of an adjustment for people to make.
Yeah,
look at that thing. That thing looks beautiful.
I'd seen some on some other cabinets out there. People were pretty easily modding these to be able to put a little, LED right behind there.
All right.
And hopefully it's just the lighting in that room that makes it look dark, But either way, yeah, I think a little lit up coin door. What do you think, Fox?
I think you hit the nail right on the head. I made the same comment. It's sort of when you stand back, you lose the coin door in all that black. I know it's not gloss. It's kind of a flat black, but still it doesn't stand out enough. But you're right. You put a couple LEDs in there and all of a sudden you change the game. But this thing looks really good. I mean, that marquee looks legit. It looks like a full-size arcade marquee. I can't wait to get mine this week sometime, but this looks really good. I'm actually I'm pleasantly surprised.
And on that same note, I just want to say, I believe I've seen P-Dub's mod where he added the coin door on it. And the crazy thing about it is that the kit came with the button and the light, but it's a button. So why wouldn't they just include the cable to let you plug in player 1 and player 2 on that mod at least? I was really surprised at that because it's literally a button and it has the connectors right there to hook up. So that was kind of strange to me, but
that would actually make perfect sense to make that player 1 and player 2. Yep.
Right.
What's going on? Welcome, P-Dubs. I was trying to get a reaction from your reaction, but it was just buffering like crazy. I don't know why it's buffering. You got some bandwidth issues down there in Arizona. What's going on, man?
No, I wasn't buffering. You were buffering because you were trying to stream a stream of another stream. So
I was doing that, and I was streaming other streams at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a bit much, yeah.
But how are we now? Is everything good now? Are we good to go now?
Oh, it's perfect.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
where's Mike and Nostalgia? This is the mega dudes or whatever you want to call it.
B Kong should be here.
Yeah, B Kong. Where
is B? Where's B at?
Somebody send him a link.
Yeah. All right. So what were you guys were talking? I love this. Okay, I'm gonna kick it off the bat right now. I love the side panels on this thing. I think the side panels are sexy.
Yeah.
Let us know in the live chat, guys. Do you agree? I think the side panels are killer on this cabinet. I love the artwork and the shape of the cabinet.
What P-Dubs is trying to say is he loves that the riser's gone finally.
Bye-bye, riser.
And I never attached my riser to the base because I didn't want to.
I never do either.
Through my
cabinet.
So now with this, you ain't got to worry about that. You don't have to worry about it. So
has anybody noticed the front control panel looks like? Is that an extension? Is that a seam?
Yeah. You can see like the crease.
Yeah, isn't it? Weird.
That's the one weird thing about the whole thing is you can. This seam doesn't look too bad, but the seam here stands out a lot. I think
I guess I'm curious because of when you have a seam, you would usually have a fastener that corresponds to that,
right?
And I don't see that, so we're talking about more of those metal brackets that you just screw into it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's kind of like the extended riser, right? Like on the Big Blue.
Exactly. Yeah.
It would be cool if they had it where you could tighten that, and it would just like make it seamless, right?
Just crank it together. Yeah.
I got to tell you, the most go back to that camera shot there. The best thing about this arcade tip cabinet right now, if you go back to that shot right there where the guy's on the stool, go back right there. Stop. Okay. Take a look at this, guys. Can you believe we're finally getting this for the first time in Arcade1Up history? We are getting black socks with gray tips.
It's about time.
Black. We've been writing Arcade1Up on all their fan forums that we want some black socks with gray tips, and here we go. Fantastic.
See, I thought you were going to comment on this is going to be the first cabinet where it's possible you could hit your knees.
Right. Yes. Yeah. That's what I was making here.
It's the first cabinet that you can tuck your stool underneath it.
I believe
Right?
Jason is 6'1", if I remember from the post correctly. He's 6'1".
All right.
And his knee looks pretty tight on that, under that.
But if you stand up, that looks like it's just going to be supernatural.
Yeah, that's perfect height for him.
Easy motion, yeah.
Actually, that's a really with the kid there too. You can see with the stool, they can reach.
Right, you can see the very narrow gap between those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, I have a question, though. I don't know if he showed a good shot. Oh, yeah, like this is a good shot. There was a post on Reddit from one of the Arcade1Up fans over in the United Kingdom. He actually received his cabinet, I think, a week and a half ago.
Oh, really?
And he posted some pictures. There's a big Reddit thread on the Arcade1Up subreddit where he showed off the pictures and he gave this whole written formal review of the cabinet. And he said that this 19-inch monitor was, I believe, a TN monitor, which Console Kits, I think you know a little bit more about that than I do. And he was saying that this monitor was actually pretty washed out. But from what I'm looking at right here, I mean, I think it looks okay from this shot. I guess we'd have to get a little bit more to the side to kind of tell if it's a washed out looking monitor. But I mean, that should be unnecessary for the price of these cabinets, right? Like we shouldn't be paying for washed out monitors at this point, especially at this price.
So at this, I don't think there's any home arcade IPS screens out there yet. So like the IPS are the really high quality. So they're just like higher quality non IPS. And so, but we've seen if they regulate the voltage a little bit better than, just have a higher quality, you can get the brightness to look good. The blacks kind of look black, and the viewing angles on a lot of them are like from 3 different sides. It looks pretty good. And then usually from the bottom, it doesn't look very good. So for this cab, I think if it didn't look very good from the bottom, that would be fine,
Shuffleboard looks really nice.
Yeah, I think the variety. What do you guys think about the games? Like, these are not games that I've ever played. Like, I've played Golden Tee. I couldn't tell you which one. But do you think it's enough variety for this cab?
I think it's too many Golden Tees. I think it would have been really nice to keep the other bowling game that we lost.
I see.
Silver Strike. But even then, you'd have 2 Golden Tees, a shot. I mean, what other genre, what other game could you utilize that mechanic for? I don't know, but
cornhole. There's a cornhole game.
That's right. I was gonna say that there's actually a cornhole at this local place here. It's always unplugged. It's always off. I don't even know if the damn thing works, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a horseshoe game that they could have added on there.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, I agree.
Ooh,
they could have.
Wait a second.
Games.
I like that marquee.
Is it? What is
good.
this? Why does it say Legacy in the corner? Is that Golden Tee related? It was actually in the UI when they were in the menu.
Okay, so didn't they? I'll pull up the FCC. I think wasn't the filing? Didn't the filing say?
On that
shot
shot
in the corner,
it did.
Oh, look at that Legacy.
The FCC filing lists this as a Legacy 3D edition.
They're just all over the place when it comes to these brand names. Huh?
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so all right. Okay, so let's pause for a second. XL is not Arcade's nomenclature or whatever, the naming scheme. That's kind of what we came up with. The community did, not me, but the community. What if this is a Legacy or a non-pro? So Legacy would be a non-pro version of a pro cabinet. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
It's probably something super dumb. Like,
I think Legacy. Yeah, I don't like the Legacy naming.
Like maybe Arcade1Up simply trademarked Legacy in the context of arcade. And they're like, it's the Legacy.
A broad term to coin.
They have so many size variants of their arcade cabinets now that I don't even think they know what they're called, right? Like,
it's crazy. It's too much.
Yeah, I think they should just adopt our nomenclature is what they should do.
I agree.
The community, I mean.
Now, when you watch this video and he shows the loading screen, but he only shows like a flash of the loading screen, it looks like, how they're doing these animated loading?
Yep.
Right there, it looks like the golf ball's breaking
the glass.
Yeah,
I think that's
comes at it.
Oh man, I wish we saw the whole video of that right there. It's the little things that make me happy, and that makes me happy to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
So yeah, this is convoluted, right? A
Well,
little
we
bit.
didn't come up with it. We didn't come up with the XL Fox. The XL came from the UK version of this.
That's right. That's right.
They listed it, and they still have it on theirs at the XL.
So we had heard that
English.
at Arcade1Up, that's the nickname of the project was XL. It was just the term they used internally, but it's not the term. It's not the marketing term. And the internal term made it to the UK. We just got it, right? All of us in the community were like, we need we're in English, especially in English, we're lazy, right? And we're in a hurry, right? So XL, it just makes sense. It's quick to say. Boom, we adopted it. We ran with it. And now that they're not using XL in the branding, we're like, what the heck? What are we supposed to call it? The 2022 Golden Tee?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. The Legacy XL Pro Mini?
Yeah, because I think if you call it Legacy, we're all going to think about the Legacy 3/4. That's what it's always been identified with, that entry-level cabinet. But even that, I mean, is not so much entry-level anymore. The new ones are going to have Wi-Fi and 14 games. And the $449, we don't know what that price is going to be. It's probably going to be $549. That was just a number I threw up there. But I'm guessing the Pro Series is going to be $899 after we've seen that this is $699. I have no idea. It's crazy.
It's also, I don't know if you guys have been following it, but it's like the Partycade was one that that mentioned the Moo emulator, and the Moo emulator, I think it's this guy Dan from Digital Eclipse. I think he's the guy who made that. And you remember back when we first started getting into the Arcade1Ups, we could kind of hack in and read what was on it. Like all those Gen 1s used the Moo emulation. It's a commercial emulator. But there it is right there on the screen. Let me switch back to it.
On the loading screen, it says powered by Moo Emulation.
Yeah, they get the attribution for it. I think they're like, ThinkUp wants a piece of the attribution, and then Moo guys are like, oh, we're going to license it. I think that means To Do Games did the integration, and then Moo was the licensed emulator, but they're kind of legally putting it out there now so we can know those details. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, Jason, I know P-Dubs and Fox is getting it. Are you getting it, Console Kit?
Yeah. I ordered from Best Buy just to be different.
Okay.
I did too. Because
we worked so hard trying to be different. We're exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, my purpose was, if God forbid something's broken and I need a replacement part, and if I order from Arcade1Up directly, I didn't want to have, although they have greatly improved their customer service over the last 12 months, I just remember what happened to me when I ordered Big Blue directly, and it took them almost 2 months to send me my replacement parts. That's a long time to have a $600 product sitting in your house, right? Not functional. Whereas if I had ordered from one of the major retailers, I could have just returned the thing, right? So that's why I went with Best Buy. I knew I would get it later, but then again, if something's wrong with it, I'll just return it and try my luck with a different unit.
All right, well, here's a question for you two, Best Buy. Do you guys get the points, or do you get the interest free? Because you have to pick that, right?
Points or interest
free? Best Buy gives you points. Like when you
give you points,
They give you points, or they give you the option to do I think 12-month or maybe 2-year interest free purchase.
Yeah, I don't track it, but I think I get points because last year at Best Buy I bought something and they're like, do you want to use your points? I'm like, okay, and it was like $25. I didn't even like
yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of committed because I sold my Wave 1 Golden Tee. Like, I really loved it. That was one of my favorite Arcade1Up cabinets. I remember we made lots of videos saying, which Arcade1Up cabinets would you never sell? And Golden Tee was on my list. But I used that to help finance buying this one, right? So I'm kind of committed to getting this cabinet.
See, that's the thing. Like, another cab like that. What's up, Kongs or us?
There he is.
I heard there was a party, and I wanted to come out and say hello to everybody. Hello.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
Are we watching Carl talk about this? Is that what was happening? I streamed earlier, Carl.
It was a mess.
All right.
We tried to be funny, and we probably all lost 10 subscribers each, at least.
11.
Yeah.
Oh,
these guys are horsing around.
This is crazy.
Did anybody send the
Get
link
outta
to
here.
actually Chad? Chad should be here talking about his stuff.
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent the link out. He hadn't responded.
I mean, I love the detail on the side panel. It's not just white; it's an actual golf ball with the little dimples in it. This thing looks so good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah.
So what do you think, B? Let's get your take. We'll start it over. First take.
All over from the beginning.
Yeah, no, I meant the video.
Well, first off, it was really cool to see this already in somebody's hands, and trying to get the size comparison was my first thought. Like when I saw it compared to the other one, just like I had that first reaction to NBA Jam next to the other one, this XL line makes a big difference. Like if this is the new size scale of Arcade1Ups moving forward, this XL model, personally, I'm a fan. You don't really notice how small your Arcade1Ups until you have a bigger one next to it. And like as I stand up in my room and now I'm a head taller than all my other Arcade1Ups and I have these bigger ones like Tron and Big Blue, it makes a big difference. So I can see me slowly definitely getting into the XL line. So that was my first reaction.
Yeah, this is gonna be so tough because P-Dubs was just saying earlier about how like Golden Tee was the cabinet that he would never sell.
It was on the list.
But then a new one came out, right? Yep. So now I'm like,
and they brought you back in.
This Star Wars right here. It's just sitting
Dude,
here going, I'm never gonna
Don't-
sell it.
Don't-
They make
yeah,
another
that-
one.
Yeah, I still tell people to this day, even if I made a brand new, my favorite Arcade1Ups of all time, Star Wars would still be number one, even after all this new stuff has come out.
Yeah.
Me too.
Wi-Fi enabled cabinets.
I just happen to
online
love Star
leaderboards.
Wars. So.
Yeah. But
Like,
imagine
if
if
it-
it was an XL.
But if they came out with a Star Wars XL, I would probably. Oh my god, I don't want.
See, it would solve so many problems, right? There's all these people that want
Who do-
Star Wars.
who don't have one.
We resell our older ones to those
Right.
people.
Mhm.
We get
Absolutely.
the XL, win-win.
But here's the thing, though, like the XLs for NBA Jam and Golden Tee were both the old cookie cutter shark fin models, right? Where they
Mhm.
had to now redo the shape of them. Star Wars was one of the first unique molds, so it would be the same thing,
Yeah.
just maybe a bigger version.
Golden
So it's not
Tee
as
was the
significant of a difference. What
Golden
was
Tee was
that?
the first. Golden Tee was the first non-cookie cutter.
Kind of, yeah, because it had the slanted panel, but it still had the
Yeah.
shark fin.
The
It was
round,
still
yeah.
like
That's fair.
still matched everything else. So that's why from a candidate standpoint of looking super different than your standard Arcade1Up, the current one, I don't see what else they would do to improve the Star Wars one in an XL model besides just making it bigger in a single piece.
Well, I
Because it's
think
already
that the Golden Tee is the proper one to be the first, even though the NBA has been announced, it's not available yet, right?
Right.
Because the Golden Tee was the first one with the backlit marquee. It was the first one to go away from the cookie cutter shape to a degree. It was the first one to have his own riser that was customized or not the stock one. So I think it's really appropriate that this was the first one to go to XL or whatever you want to call it.
Hey, console kids, you want to see something funny?
Sure.
All right, you're gonna like this. I'm gonna share my screen here for you. Do you remember when Costco was selling that $2,000 Golden Tee control deck?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys, if you're already committed buying this thing for $700, guys, why not drop another $1,400? Pick this up, gut it, and stick this inside this new Golden Tee XL cabinet. Oh my god,
What a bargain.
wouldn't that be dope? Wouldn't that be dope?
That's interesting.
And at that point, you're at about $2,000 some, and that's the price of like a really nice modern Golden Tee arcade cabinet, right?
It's not bad.
But it won't be as heavy, right?
But it
I
won't be
mean-
as heavy.
There are a ton of Golden Tees in my area, but they're just gigantic, man.
Yeah, and they're probably like Golden Tee 2005, right? Like, you want to get like this one. I think has got a lot of the more modern Golden Tees on it, right? This thing right here. So
Yeah.
That's kind of
watch
funny.
this. I'll flip back to you.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I just go to Craigslist. I just type in arcade in Des Moines. Scroll down. You're like Golden Tee, Golden Tee, Golden Tee, Golden Tee. But look in my area. This is the numbers I'm dealing with for the Golden Tees. Like, okay, maybe 800.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's this guy in Marshalltown. I gotta find out who that guy
And why is
is.
that motorcycle on the arcade one?
yeah. So Paul wrote in the chat here. He goes, I can't believe everyone's falling for the XL nonsense. The whole point is to have cabs that fit in your homes. More XL means less space for more games. That's true.
No,
And the
no,
side profile.
But-
no.
But
No, that's not
I'm
the
not
case.
going to buy 25 Arcade1Up XLs, right? If you only buy one, like I've told people, this might be the only XL I buy, right?
Okay. That's
I can
by
fit
price,
one
though.
one XL in my house. Come
I
on.
don't understand what you're talking about. Like they're 19 inches. Like okay, the original Arcade1Ups, like the 3/4 scales, right? They're like 19 to 20 inches wide. This one's 22 inches wide. We're talking about 2 inches.
3 inches.
Okay, 3 inches. But like I got all the vertical room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. If you just look at this comparison.
Only 3 inches wider, right?
Right. It looks nicer, but you're not losing.
I mean, look, this is
Makes
taking
a
up
big
less
difference.
space than a 4-player.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Does the deck height concern you guys at all? Because that was one of the big things about NBA Jam XL that people were like, why is the deck the exact same size as the other one? Why isn't it higher? This is essentially the same height as the regular ones. Does it bother you?
No.
So I think what happened too, and this might be a little controversial, and if anyone gets offended, my apologies, is Arcade1Up, they use one mold, the shark fin cookie cutter, right?
Mhm.
So everyone in their rooms, they have
Thin
all
people.
these matching Arcade1Up cabinets, same size, same shape. But guys, don't you remember going to arcades? None of the cabinets were the same size.
Oh,
None
yeah.
of the cabinets were the same shape.
Yeah.
I will
And
say I've been on record.
If you have an XL Big Blue, a Tron, a little mini Mortal Kombat, like, dude, it actually, in my opinion, would make your arcade look a little.
I'm on record as saying I didn't like this idea of this big blue cabinet coming and messing up my flow, and then I got it, and it, I mean, it's.
Do you have it on your riser?
And it makes
too?
sense.
Is it on your mini riser?
It's on the common
Box
riser.
has the riser for the riser for the
I mean,
I
riser.
have
this
a
is,
riser for my risers. Yeah.
This is your new game room.
Yeah.
Look at the variety. That's cool. Look at the
Beautiful.
control variety.
It's
That's
nuts.
cool.
Beautiful. Anti-fatigue mats, stools with
Stop it.
backs,
Who can forget the mats?
tin
Come on.
signs.
Actually,
it's gonna
so
so
in
good.
my arcade, my 3/4 scale cabs will be on the common riser, right? But then the big XLs are going to be next to my pinball, so it's going to be a separate section of the arcade because I think if they're 4 inches taller, they're going to be too tall.
Yeah.
No, I'm all for the XL. And then what about the prices, right? Like, I mean, here's the thing. I think the Pro Series, if it's $899 or $1,000, it's that price anchoring thing where all of a sudden $699 doesn't seem that bad.
Justin,
Because
is
I
this your
already feel
graphic?
that.
Is this your graphic, Justin? With
No,
the,
this is 19K Fox. He's the one who
19K
makes
Fox.
the amazing graphics.
Yeah.
I know. So this is the canvas, and what you put here was your interpretation of what lines these cabs fall into.
Right, because I was unclear. I was trying to make sense of the confusion that the XL line sort of induces. You have XL, whatever you want to call it. You have Pro. I was trying to sort of draw a line and then separate things out. And then the $449 is the suggested price point. It may not be that way. And of course, the $899, we don't know what that price is either. So that was
one's
me
still
sort of
TBD.
speculating. Yeah.
Got it. That was a still TBD circle.
Yes.
Graphic.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Not confirmed because it's
Not
not real
confirmed.
until it's real. John
That's
D's
right.
here in the chat. John D can wink twice in the chat.
He's
if this
like,
is real.
all of it's fake.
Put wink wink.
He's
None of it's
like,
real.
yeah, he's like what is it? Is that what you want to show? 19K Fox?
Yeah, I just wanted. We were talking about the different sizes. You're only talking about 3 inches wider,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really encroach too much on your. I mean, it is technically bigger, but it doesn't really. It's not going to kill. You're going to have a lot of these before you have to get rid of a cabinet. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confirmed. I see
Now-
it from John D.
Do you
It's
think
just-
that, here's the thing
Go
about the 19-inch. I think it's cool, but like, I got the iArcade right there. Does anyone else have an iArcade like right next to your arcade?
Yes.
Does the iArcade just feel so much better that it has a 19-inch, or is it just like, okay, this is 19-inch?
No, I think it makes a big difference. I mean, iArcade doesn't have all the games that I like to play, so I'm on a smaller screen most of the time playing vertical. But yeah, it's noticeable. To me, it's noticeable.
Okay. I mean, I can see the difference,
But can you feel the difference?
but I don't know if it's like.
Well,
I feel like okay. I got a Peloton. Peloton has a 26-inch screen. That's a big screen.
That's
Yeah.
You're in front of it.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to play arcade games on this.
I like 19-inch monitor on the iArcade, but I'm happy to see Arcade1Up is going that route. I mean, guys, how many videos have we all made saying they need to give us a bigger screen, right? And they're giving us a bigger screen.
One. It is,
It's
and it's at
just,
the same similar price point that we were asking for previously. So,
well, I'm always going to complain about the price.
But we definitely will be complaining
that's
if
me.
you kept the 17-inch monitor and made this XL line.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you can't call
screenshot
it XL.
this
Yeah.
coupon.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
screenshot this because this is John D confirming the leaks.
Nobody's buying a
God.
Couchcade.
He said
Couchcade.
Couchcade. We didn't.
He's gonna have to
What's a
put a zero after
Couchcade,
that
John?
5.
What's a Couchcade? I
What
don't
is
know
a
what a
Couchcade?
Couchcade is.
Well, they leaked that picture got leaked, right? It looks like a little just sit on your lap.
Yeah, but
control
that's
stick,
just
right?
random things on the internet. This is John D from Arcade1Up saying Couchcade.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just messing.
I mean, those Couchcades are really. Did you guys ever had one of those little pouches that you could do your homework on? Like it's exactly that, right? With the
With
little,
the little cushion at the
the
bottom.
little cushion that you would do your homework on. That's what I always
Right,
imagine when I
right.
see that with the little pillow. I'm
No, I wasn't spoiled like you, B. My parents gave me a cold metal desk.
like, spoiled. That was. I
I
didn't
had
have
to-
a desk. That was my desk. What are you talking
And I
about?
had to do my homework on a very cold, frigid metal desk in the
Yeah.
basement.
B's
You're
like,
from
you had a
Arizona.
desk?
It's not cold
B-
there. What are you
B
talking
is,
about?
B is sitting there on his beanbag chair with his little purse on him. Like,
That was my
"Ooh."
$1 desk from Chinatown that had this little beanbag on it, and that's what I was forced to do my homework on as a child. So, if you know, you know.
I want to take a look at this video again. I'm sure there's more things that we can spot out of this. This is
Oh,
it's
I
actually
see water.
pretty
There's water around that hole. I saw water. Spotted.
spotted. Okay, so the bezel, you see it? The bezel's black, but then it has the little directions at the bottom.
Yep. That's just like the other Golden Tee.
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Nothing new.
You got to admit though, you're probably not going to hit your hand on the screen as much with this setup, right?
I don't
Yeah,
think
With
so.
the angle. Yeah.
For certain.
That's kind of cool.
I think it's gonna
I've
be
hit it
good.
at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Hey, look. So they got the tiny little bit of, there's a millimeter or two of, whatever the control deck kind of sits between sandwiched the panels, but your hands are never going to be over there.
Nah, it's way too wide.
Yeah, so that's.
Did we confirm that the marquee is the one with the sliding?
What's up with
Thing
that? Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, that
Oh,
right one doesn't.
You talking
look
about that
very
second
good.
one? Yeah, it's like the
Yeah, I just noticed
different
that.
production lines. I noticed that earlier.
What is that? Did his
Authentic worn arcade feeling.
did his sticker fall off? Is there a sticker on there?
I don't.
Does
think
anyone
there's
have
stickers.
these?
Yeah, something's weird about that.
That's not good.
That's
That
the out
looks
of order
terrible.
side that you don't
I
use
think it
on a real
fell through
arcade.
the Couchcade cushions.
Well, it's a one-player game, so
Yeah. I love the
Well,
artwork
technically,
on
no,
this thing.
you can have 2-player.
Yeah, that is a good point. All the details.
Like if you're
there.
not into the golf games at the bars growing up, I mean, you're probably not going to want to buy this cabinet. But for people like me who used to do this every Friday night in my mid-20s, like at the Tavern Bar and Grill, man, like we would always play the latest Golden Tee in that bar, man, for hours. So for me, you got to have the nostalgia for this stuff, right? So I'm excited about this.
All right,
So that
let's-
control panel has that crease there. So it must have wooden dowels that insert into the front and then are screwed down to the traditional side posts. That's just
That's what I'm thinking, because you usually have like Justin was talking about with the risers with the big blue, you had dowels that line them up, but then you had the metal plates on the inside that would screw in.
It looks like it would
make
be
that
sitting
happen.
there like Star Wars does, where it kind of has the 2 little wooden things on the side, and you stick it on.
Yeah.
Is that the real John D in the chat?
I think so.
Please
yeah,
send up.
I just messaged him. It's him.
All right. Hey, John, do us
Wait,
a favor.
I think
Uh,
it's him.
Tell us in the live chat, what year are you going to start including screw covers for the exposed screws
Yes.
on your arcade
that is
cabinets?
so
Because
overdue.
2045.
And keep in mind, the fact that we're asking for screw covers means we're kind of running low on things.
We're running low on things. Yes, we are. But
Don't
seriously,
complain about
that's
it.
Don't put Retro 530 out of business.
And that's a good thing. They've answered the call on everything else that we've asked for,
yeah.
except for the screw hole covers.
Uh-huh.
I mean, every arcade looks like it's been hit with a Tommy gun on the side of it. You know, it'd be really
Right.
nice to get some screw covers up in here.
And how more expensive is that?
Yeah, so I will mention, I did crack the code. I'll mention this here with you guys, get your guys' thought on it. It's a little off topic about the golden tee, but I think it would be a good time to talk about it because I don't want to make another video on it. I want to get your guys' instant reaction on it. Okay, so Marvel vs. Capcom is real, and it's coming. And one of the reasons why there's a ton of delay is because Code Mystics is doing freaking everything. If you put it all together, if you have been following closely, it's very clear to me that Put Your Quarters on the Glass, the first 30 minutes of his live stream on Friday, was an enormous amount of leaks from Put Your Quarters on the Glass. Basically, if you watch it every single time he says, "I'm not worried," to me is 100% inside information that he's saying. And he talks about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Am I worried about the emulation? I'm not. Let's just say I'm not worried. Why is he saying he's not worried? He infers that Code Mystics is going to be doing the emulation. Well, who else is Code Mystics doing this year? They got Dragon's Lair. They got NFL Blitz. Back in the day when they were talking about NFL Blitz, they, at least at that point, there was discussions about Code Mystics doing it because of the net play. That's an enormous amount of integration from that company in a single year.
True.
Which might explain why these big titles have been delayed and from being announced, and we're getting all of these like bees dancing around like he's like,
That's true.
I know the truth, and Justin's preaching it right now.
That's true. That's true. But let's also keep in mind that when they did Killer Instinct and it was released, they had very many day one issues with the game. And they did get most of those fixed in it took them about a month or so, which isn't too long to get a patch out. But still,
especially if you got 5 or 6 other projects in the kitchen right now.
So I mean, I love Code Mystics. Go ahead.
I'm going to record to say they can meet all those deadlines if they get the mystery encoder and nostalgia to work. Then we every deadline.
I honestly think Code Mystics is Mystery Encoder and Nostalgia. Like, I believe that's the company.
There you go.
Right there. You know what I mean?
Funny enough, they have a relationship that I know of. But yeah, I'm excited for everything that Justin just said. End of story.
B is all like, I'm not worried.
I'm not worried.
This is the
worried.
This is the part where I tell B in Facebook Messenger, I say, B, it's a version 1.1 cabinet, not a version 2.
Dubs is going to make fun of me for 6 months saying, it's 1.1. I'm saying, it's real, man. The truth is out there. The signs are on the wall. They have the biggest Marvel vs. Capcom 2 player in the entire planet on the Arcade1Up roster. Why would they not leverage that relationship of the person? All right,
But here's the thing. Right here. This right here. This no, that's not Golden Tee. This is Golden Tee. This is not the XL. This is the Golden Tee 3D Golf 1.1.
There you go, baby.
There you go.
There you go.
It is. It's not the Golden Tee 2.
It's true.
It's 1.1.
It's true.
That's
It's
right.
Roman numeral 2s. Oh, the speculations we get off of like 2 freaking letters of the alphabet instead of a numeral
big.
2 is giving us like weeks of content speculating. 19K Fox sleuthing. I'm gonna copy and paste this and put it into a little thing.
We're going to dig into the font.
No, well, we're playing a dangerous game here because over the next 6 months, I firmly intend on making fun of all of you that it is a 1.1 cabinet, not a 2, and that you all need to prepare apology videos for your viewers. And then
No
here's what's going to happen.
I'll shave my
Here's
goatee
what's
if
going
I'm
to
wrong.
happen. And then if they announce that it is Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I'm the one you all get to make fun of, right?
It doesn't
So,
work that way because
know.
we are already changing the future.
Yes.
You
How so?
understand? Like, you can't say, see, I was right all along when the actions that you take are actually changing the rules of the game. it's very possible that they will or will not come out with a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 based on all of our videos where we talked about the leaks.
Didn't you see Avengers Endgame? Back to the Future's bullshit. It's not happening. You're going off Back to the Future rules.
No. I'm Endgame
Avengers
rules,
Endgame.
man.
We are in the Endgame now.
I hear you. There's only one way that we get Marvel vs. Capcom. And I think we are in that universe.
Okay. Out of how many? 19 billion?
I think John D's like, I don't even know if we're going to do it. Like, maybe.
He's going to take you for a ride.
He's like,
look
I'm
at
not sure which timeline we're on.
Topic wrote one prime timeline. This is the one, right?
Let me ask you this, John. I have one question for you, John. Are you worried?
There you go.
Let me know if you're worried.
He's going to throw up some Illuminati signs and eyes and triangles right now for those that know.
Yeah.
All right. So does anyone know when they're 19K Fox? I think you got a golden tee being shipped to you. Is that right?
So it hasn't left yet. They say Thursday, but coming from Compton, California to Cincinnati,
CPT?
I doubt it.
You doubt it.
doubt
Let's
it.
do this.
I doubt it.
Let's do this game where we put you in the hot seat. All right. Are you guys ready for this? Those in the chat, get ready to tell us what you think about the golden tee. That has been the topic tonight, and we're going to put Detroit Love in the hot seat. Give us your hot take on the golden tee from beginning to end. What you think about golden tee?
I think it's a winner. I think it's a buy. It has all the makings of a 2.0 cabinet. So I'm all for it. No riser, faux coin door, 19-inch monitor, more space on the control deck. I like it.
Now, are you willing to sell that fake golden tee behind you? It's fading away like Back to the Future, like Marty.
It's like the photo.
It's already-
Erased from existence.
Almost gone already.
You got to erased from existence.
Right. All right, P-Dubs, give us your take a breath, P-Dubs. The camera just turned on, and you're about to do. Thank you so much for joining the P-Dubs, and we always appreciate you coming out here and the loft. Give us your hot take.
That is exactly not what I say.
No, I don't have it memorized. Sorry,
personally, if you've been following my channel, I've been excited about this release. It's one of the few XL cabinets that I'm interested in, so I'm looking forward to getting my Best Buy shipment in April. And John D, I know, is afraid of my product review and all those opportunities for improvement I'm sure I'm going to find. But we're going to do our best to give this thing a good run through and hopefully find out that hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have a happy story and say, hey, $700 well spent. That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it goes.
very good. We got Mr. B in the hot seat. Give us your
Marvel
B.
vs. Capcom 2 is coming. That's what we're talking about, right? No, but Golden Tee, while it looks really cool as the first in-hand XL cabinet, it is one of those games that I sold because literally it was in my house for 2 months and nobody ever played it. So for me personally, it doesn't have the nostalgia feels. I will be personally passing on the Golden Tee XL just because I don't see getting playtime at all. But I think it's fun for those that missed out because it was one of those valuable cabs that you will have a second chance at getting it. 19 inches. Price point was pretty decent for what I expected from XL. So I like it. I like it for what it is for those that want it. Not for me, though.
All
MVC2. Free MVC2. It's coming. Not 1.1. Damn. Free CB.
Right.
Oh, did you see John D's comment about he's a little worried? He's a little worried, but he didn't spell it correctly. We have to see what he said. One my little ward. So take it for what it is.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to put myself in the hot seat before I let 19K Fox end it all. All right. So, guys, this is what I think of the new Golden Tee. I have to like it. You know why? Because I already spent the money on it. And I'm now in the point where I have to justify the purchase that I've already made. And I need your help. That's why we do these live streams. You got to feed me like an echo chamber that, yes, I made a good choice. I made a good choice. This is
Horrible
a good
decision.
video.
You'll never play it.
No, okay. Let me.
It's just going to collect dust.
Okay, let me start over. The truth
Your,
is,
your wife and children are going to hate it and hate you for buying it.
Road
Hey, you
Blaster is
created
way
a new
better.
word, justified.
all right.
Future
Okay.
auction item.
Now that I got that out of my system, let me say, okay. I'm super excited for the Golden Tee because that is a cabinet that I missed out on. It was the one that I didn't pull the trigger on back in 2019, and I always regretted it. And then it was never available to me when I finally actually wanted it. But now I was able to get it, and I love paying the $6.99 price versus all of those Craigslist prices for one that was gigantic. And I think this might be the definitive Golden Tee that we're gonna get. Maybe we'll get another one later with Silver Strike, but I think this is the definitive one. That's why I purchased it. I
Big
just
mistake.
hope it's good.
Big
All right.
mistake.
Come on, 19K Fox. Give us
Well,
a good ending.
For the same price, you're getting 8
Lions.
times the games than T2, so I'm already in. I mean, that's just
Me too.
Value.
This is blind pure faith. I sold my 3/4 scale Golden Tee to get this cabinet. I had to have it. It was the first XL model. Is it going to be good? I don't know. I hope so, but I am going to be completely subjective. And if you watch my channel, watch my review, I will blow this thing apart and show you the guts, the insides. How does it all go together? Is it sturdy? Is it stable? Is it going to take the abuse of all the swings of the golf club? I hope so, but I'm excited because it is something different and new, and that's about as crazy as I'm going to get. So,
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
My biggest worry about 19K Fox is he's going to disassemble the cabinet and then he's going to try and assemble it. I'm sorry, he's going to unwrap the cabinet, but then he's going to lose his jar of Loctite, and he's not going to be able to assemble his
Always.
cabinet. Because
I
in
have
every, I love in every
Multiple.
review video on 19K
Yeah.
Fox, he's like, you know what I do to keep my cabinet sturdy, guys? I always dip those screws in a little bit of Loctite. You know what I mean? I'm like, what if that jar goes missing? You know what I mean? Can you imagine him like running around his basement?
I have
like,
multiple jars.
I can't put this
multiple
together.
applicators. We got to have it.
It's going to be too loose.
I can't have that.
Oh, can't have loose cabs.
I can't have it all rickety. It's got to be tight.
I'm gonna come
You
to your
know
house.
what
I'm gonna steal your Loctite when I come to your house one day. I'm just gonna
I'll
take
just
it.
have another one. I've got them on order. Amazon reorders all the
Record.
time.
These cabinets are no quarters needed and no Loctite needed.
There you go.
Loctite is suggested, though. It's highly recommended.
Now, there's one big thing that we haven't talked about at all through all of this. It's what about the online leaderboard? Who's actually good at this game and who's going to be
yeah.
beating each other?
Oh, you know what? If Detroit Love gets this game, he's going to be on top of the leaderboards because Detroit Love has already put in 500 hours on the Nintendo Switch golf game. Like he is a video game golfing pro.
Wait. Detroit Love, did you play Mario Golf on the NES like all day back when you were a kid?
No,
Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't.
I thought you were just
I've
like
never
my
been
neighbor, my best
I've
friend.
never been a fan of the newer Nintendo stuff. You know,
Wait, I'm talking about 1985.
yeah, that's me.
Is that considered newer?
Yeah, that's me. I'm an '80s boy.
Early 80s.
He's like, I never
I was
liked
playing
the newer
games
Mario.
in the '70s and the '80s. You guys came
Futuristic
along.
world.
I was in college.
85.
I was working for a living with kids.
All right. So we're going to be chasing Detroit Love in the leaderboards when this comes out. That'll be fun.
Well, again, but I'm the only one who didn't order it, so you're not gonna. My scores aren't gonna be
Okay,
up
now our job is to convince you to order it, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at the
Exactly.
condition of your current Golden Tee
Yeah,
behind you. You
it's
definitely
fading
need to
away.
sell
It's all
that. You
gray.
need to sell that thing.
It's not even there. Yeah, it's horrible.
George.
But, John D, can you ship me a XL 3D golf?
Yeah,
so
we
they
need
can-
Detroit to do a sponsored review. Come on.
Yes, so I'll
Come
do
on.
a sponsored review. I'll be honest and true as I always do. Make it happen.
All right. Let's
Because-
wrap things up. Let's everyone
because-
give a shout out of where
Don't
we can
whisper,
find you.
John D. Make it happen.
Detroit, give us all your handles. Your Twitters, your Instagrams, your TikToks, your mine, your
Real Detroit Love on all the platforms. Don't worry about it because I don't put anything up there. But you'll catch me every now and then on YouTube more than anything.
All right, 19K Fox. Where can we find you?
19K Fox 1 on Instagram and Twitter, but 19K Fox on YouTube. And check out the channel. Check out the looking forward to the review coming hopefully this week sometime, maybe.
Okay, Mr. B.
You can find me in John D's basement, struggling to try to get into an AtGames happy hour lobby system this weekend. And I don't know. They're out to get me because I don't know. First they took out my Big Blue, then they took out my Legends Gamer Pro, but I'm having issues all around. But you can find me at Kongs R Us or
All right, Mr. Dubs.
Yep. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Grinder, Farmers.com, OnlyFans, me.com, Linktree.com. You can find me at Mike of All Trades.
All right, and I've been Justin here.
If
you want to follow me, it's at Illuminati. It's at Head of Illuminati at Twitter. Go to find Head of Illuminati.
/ forward. Yeah.
www.com. All right. Well, it's been fun hanging out with you guys.
All right, it's raid stream on Michael B's channel. Let's go.
Wait, we doing it?
Boom.
Is Michael B live?
Is he live right now? Is he live?
He's always live.
Oh man, yeah, he's always on. Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.